Hey guys, Ryan Harvey, aka Fuberduck here, and I want to be honest with you guys. Times are different. I've been playing since the arcade days, but we don't play in arcades anymore. We also have tournaments where people use all kinds of crazy input devices. Pads, hitboxes, mixboxes, you name it. Even Daigo himself is now using a hitbox as his main controller. But I resisted. I did. I've been a faithful arcade joystick user for my whole life. But what was it that made me curious? Well, all it took was a device that was beautiful and form functional and just really cool looking, and I couldn't help but get one for myself. That's what we're going to talk about today. This is the K28 keyboard style controller. Okay guys, so I've got a real treat for you all today. We're going to be taking a look at the Gamo2 K28 keyboard style controller. You can see it right here. Have not yet taken it out of the box. Comes with a sleek white retail style box. This is the second run of the K28. The first run sold out almost immediately, so I was very happy to be able to finally get my hands on one. Yeah, let's open it up and take a look. So, okay, immediately we're greeted with the device. It looks absolutely beautiful. See right here. And we'll go ahead and take this out first. Ooh, it's heavy. I love that. So it has a nice heavy feel to it. You can see the connectors here on the back. The device itself, let's take a look and press some of the keys here. That's a really satisfying press. And so to clarify, this is the second run of the Gamo2 keyboard. The first run of this device actually had only one choice. I think you could only get black switches for the I don't think they're Cherry MX switches, but they're Cherry MX style switches, if that makes sense. So this model is actually using the red switches, which are known for their really fast input style, and they don't have any tactile feedback. So red micro switches don't feel different when you actually depress it and hit the button. It's designed to go back to the original position as quickly as possible. So it still has a clicky keyboard feel to it, just based on the physical keys themselves. But as I press the buttons here, I cannot actually feel the switches being depressed. I can just feel physically when the button gets to the bottom, if that makes sense. So, the original intention of this device is as a rhythm game controller. So Gamo2 is also known by maybe a more common name, if you've been playing video games for a long time, called DJ DAO. So DJ DAO was a creator of Bimani controllers for a very, very long time. I know he's been making like 2DX controllers since way back in the day. So really cool that he's made this device, which is targeted not only at rhythm games, but also at fighting games. So this device does have the SOCD, or simultaneous, Simultaneous opposite control direction. Is that what it stands for? So it has the SOCD cleaner in it, which means that if you push up and down at the same time, so like let's assume that we're in a WASD layout, right? So if you push up and down at the same time, then you would get up because it assumes that you want to jump. And if you were to do left and right at the same time, so we'll assume these two here, then that would actually give you neutral. So no left input, no right input if you hit both at the same time. So another cool thing about this controller is there's actually different ways you can map the buttons. So one way you can do it for fighting games is you can do the WASD style. So you do these four kind of buttons on the left-hand side of the controller, and that would give you like jump, down, left, right, kind of like that. On the other hand, it also does support the hitbox style. So what that means is that you could actually hit spacebar to jump and then delete the jump option from here. So you could have just, left, center, right, or left, down, right rather, and then spacebar would be your jump button. So there are some keyboard combinations to change the mapping. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet, but we're going to definitely find out. But let's take a look at the rest of the box real fast first. So inside here, we've got just a plain black felt, but I'm sure if we take it off, there's going to be some stuff inside. Oh, and I was right. So we've got just a couple of things in here. So first of all, we've got the instruction manual, which hopefully we won't need to use it too much. We've got Chinese, we've got Japanese, and what else? And English, of course. Very good. So a very international controller here. 日本人の方で日本語を喋れるなら、こちらには日本語版の説明がございます。And on the other side, we have plain old English for us English-speaking folks. So no problem there. But you can see that kind of, whoa, hard to see, but trust me that there is English. You can see it says product manual, and we've got a full English explanation as well. Finally, inside the box here, we have a USB-C to USB-A cable. Oh, okay, I think I can guess what this is. I'll show you guys, and then I'll tell you my guess. We've got a little plastic baggie with a lot of these little white rings and a black, interesting looking black device. So if I had to guess, I would say that this device is probably designed to help remove the keys from the keyboard. So you could kind of like, yeah, it looks like it exactly is going to fit one of these keys on the keyboard. So you could probably use it to remove one of the keys if you needed to do maintenance, like if you had a key that wasn't working, or perhaps if you wanted to replace the micro switches with a different type. So there's actually a feature to adjust the lag of the input. So like, let's say you're playing a rhythm game, but perhaps it's on a really laggy television, rather the audio and video are not matched up. You could play with additional delay on the controller to make it so that it syncs up, which is really cool. So let's take a look and see how this performs in game. All right, so this took me just a moment to figure out, but it actually wasn't that hard. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this plugged in while Street Fighter V loads. So you can see I'm just using the Victrix USB-C to USB-A cable, which works just fine. And I'm just going to connect it to the back of the port here. And the first thing that happens is you get kind of a cool boot up screen. So you can see the G, and that's how you know it's on and ready to go. So first up, we have our PS button, which is down here. And then you can see in the PlayStation that I've signed in now. And I went ahead and set it to the hitbox style. So the hitbox style, it's actually going to be, and you can see the lights here. Pretty cool, right? So anyway, currently we have our 3 directions here on the left side. So this is actually the left side. We've got left, down, and right. This space bar is going to be jump. And then we have our action attack buttons over here. So that's how it's laid out right now. We're just going to go into the game and test it, see how it feels, what it looks like. Like I said, there is also a WASD style. So the way you switch that back and forth is really simple. So there is a key combination. So there are 2 key combinations in particular, one for WASD style, one for hitbox style. And the way we switch back and forth is really simple. So we have to hit, I believe it's this top right button, followed by the key that we want to use. So right here, this will put me in hitbox mode. Right here, this will be WASD mode. So you can see the number flash when you're ready to go. So it's called layout 35 for WASD. And that'll put us back to layout 36, which is hitbox. So let's see, if I want to do a fireball motion, it's probably just going to be something like this. Okay, simple enough to move, simple enough to teabag. Okay, so we'll just do a really simple combo. Let's see if I can do a super. Cool, simple enough. So another super cool feature of this controller is the lock function. So let's go ahead and get the controller on. Okay, yeah, controller's already on. So there's a key here in the upper left-hand corner, and if you double tap it, you'll actually see a lock icon. So when the lock is unlocked, that means I can do things like push pause, push the PS button, push share, and it could be pretty easy to hit those buttons because they're all kind of located in the same area next to the action keys. So really important to lock this before a serious match or a tournament match. But anyway, just a simple double tap, you'll see the lock icon, and then I become unable to do pause or PS button or share, and then another double tap again, that will unlock it. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Again, this was a demo of the Gamo2 K28 keyboard style controller. Beautiful, feels very solid, very heavy, and I hope you all get to try it.